Hey guys, welcome back to the First Sight Guide YouTube channel. My name is Salvador Brigman, and today we're talking about the 5 steps that you need to go through for building an email list from scratch. You're gonna walk away from today's video completely confident with tons of nuggets of gold. It's coming up right after this. Okay, so on this channel, we talk a lot about blogging. If you haven't yet, go and check out some of the other videos we got out there when it comes to starting your blog, monetizing it, growing it, building your audience. But today, I really wanna hone in on that email list and really how to go about this from scratch if you are a beginner. So listen up, because I'm gonna be sharing a ton of great stuff in today's video. Now, I admit the first one might be a little bit of a no-brainer. You're like, Sal, this comes naturally, but you'd actually be surprised. Many of the people that we talk with actually have never started a blog before, haven't even started their first one. So my first step is that you need to not only start a blog, which we have some great resources on, but you also gotta be putting out content regularly. And here's why. In order to build up an email list, you need traffic, right? You need people who are visiting your website, people who are finding your content to be useful, and then saying, wow, this guy is legit. He knows what he's talking about, or she knows what she's talking about. I want to receive more communications and more messages from him. And then they become a subscriber, and then they join your audience, right? So in order for that to happen, the first step, the first domino, if you will, in that process is you gotta start the blog and you gotta be putting out content regularly. Otherwise, you're not gonna be able to build a relationship. You're not gonna attract traffic from search engines or social media. There's nothing you can promote. You need freaking content, man, if you wanna build up that email list. So the first step, the first one you gotta do, start the blog and put out content on a regular basis. I recommend if you're getting started, to start with 3 bits of content per week, at the very least 1 bit of content per week. Step number 2 for building your email list from scratch is to do it in a little bit more of a scientific way. Now, just kind of a ready, fire, aim approach is put out lots and lots of content, hope people that opt into your blog, hope people subscribe for updates, which is like the normal headline for a blog. But that's not really the best way. And we actually have another great video out there on how to do this more effectively to build your list from 0 to 1,000 subscribers, a video that I made. But I kind of want to just talk a little bit about something, and that's this idea of why people subscribe. So for a layperson, if you've never started a blog before, you're just kind of a beginner, you might think people naturally subscribe to blogs because they want more content. Well, that's true to a degree, but more often than not, the reason why people subscribe is because they want something. They want access to something. If you'll actually browse the web, you'll go and you'll see what other marketers are doing. They're offering a bit of content, but before they do, they say, you gotta give your name and email in order to access this free content, right? So they might say, you wanna download this new checklist that will show you how to start a YouTube video channel, what best camera to get, what kind of gear, what kind of microphone you need, that kind of stuff. Download the free checklist below, enter your name and email, and you'll get access to all those resources that I personally recommend for starting a YouTube channel, right? Someone might say that if they have a blog about starting a YouTube channel. That's what's called a lead magnet. A lead magnet in marketing terms is when you are offering something for free, and in order for that person to gain access to that thing, they gotta leave their contact information. They gotta enter their name and email, and then they get access, they're granted access to that free thing. Now, there are tons of free stuff you could offer. You could offer a checklist, you could offer a guide, a free email course, video course even, access to a free private Facebook community, membership site if you wanted to. There's so many things. It could be a giveaway, right? But you want to offer something for free, some kind of an incentive almost in order to, it's kind of like if you have a horse, right? And it's pulling a cart, and you have a carrot in front of the horse to keep it pulling the cart. You want to offer something, some kind of incentive to them to get them to be on your email list, to opt in, to say, yes, I want access to this thing. You got to offer some kind of a lead magnet. Step number 3 is you got to promote the heck out of that lead magnet, man. It's not enough just to have this thing, right? And to think that people are going to discover it. It's so freaking important that you promote this. And there are a lot of ways in which you can promote it, but I would start with number 1 on your blog. So including links to this within blog articles as you're writing, including links at the end of the articles when people are really primed to do something you might ask of them because they find you to be an authority and useful and helpful in their life. It could be a pop-up that appears on your blog 3 or 5 seconds in and asks people and prompts them to leave their name. It could be on the sidebar of the website, right? places where people are actually navigating. Could be in the navigation bar, could be at the top as they're scrolling down. They're always seeing this little bar right at the top that's saying, download your free checklist with 7 tips or 7 ways to accomplish this particular thing. Make sure that it's prominent. Make sure there are multiple places. Really pepper it throughout your blog. And in that way, it's almost virtually guaranteed at some point in time, if someone is interested and they find your content to be useful, they're probably going to download that thing. So they're going to become a subscriber and become a part of your blogging community. Step number 4, when you want to grow your email list from scratch, as we mentioned with step number 1, the hardest part is getting traffic, right? Is how do you drive a river of traffic that is consistent to your blog? It's one of the biggest problems I think that most bloggers start with is, hey, I promoted some content on a Facebook group, or I got it, ranked in Reddit, or I shared it on social media and I saw this boost in traffic. But then it only lasted a day or two, right? And then it went away. And then I had to promote it somewhere else. And then I got another boost in traffic. And then it went away, right? So there's this cycle of traffic that you will notice if you start promoting your articles. And it's really frustrating. When I first saw that, I was like, that is so freaking annoying. Why is it that I have to keep promoting the articles? Isn't there a better way? And there is. It's called search engine optimization. So what is search engine optimization, also known as SEO? SEO is a complete marketing field and something that we'll be talking about more on this particular YouTube channel. But one of the things that you should know is that when you get your content, when you get your blog ranked in a search engine, it's called being ranked in a search engine, people will start to type in keywords and they will stumble across your content. Right? So let's just say, for example, you have a blog about audio gear. So you're talking about headphones, you're talking about microphones and that kind of stuff, people that are really into audio gear. If you wrote an article, the top 10 headphones that you need to buy this year that has incredible sound, right? And you wrote that article and people started searching, what are some of the best headphones to buy? They might come across the article which you just wrote and boom, you just got a bunch of free traffic from search engines like Google, people checking out your website, clicking the links, and that's a killer way for you to have a pop-up of some kind. They can download maybe your guide of, if you want to have crystal clear audio, these are actually the 3 best headphones that I recommend, right? So you can use this search engine optimization marketing as a way to optimize your articles, to write keywords in your articles, including your headline, and to really learn a little bit about that field. It goes beyond sort of the scope of this video today, but you can use this as a way to generate free traffic to your website, organic traffic that is consistent, not reliant on social media networks, and thus always have a river of traffic coming to your website, opting in, and building your email list. Number 5 are thinking about some more dynamic ways in order to promote your freebies or your lead magnets and that kind of content. So you could run things like a free webinar, you could collaborate with other bloggers, you could write guest posts for other bloggers, you could do things like you could share one of their articles on your Facebook page, they can share one of your articles on their Facebook page, you can use and get involved in other communities and groups, online forums, Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, start publishing more actively there, or tease your articles on Medium and promote that content and then drive it back to your blog. There are a lot of alternative ways in which you can deliver traffic, but sort of the secret sauce, if you will, to building up your email list. Number 1, get traffic. Very simple. We went through a lot of ways to be able to do that today in this YouTube video. Number 2, capture that traffic in some way using a lead magnet, using an offer of some kind where they enter their name and email for free. And that is really the secret sauce behind building an email list, behind building it from scratch even. This is how you're going to want to go about it. So hope you found today's YouTube video to be helpful. And if you did, give me a thumbs up, man. Let me know so other people also know that this is worth their time, right? A bit of a longer training video, if you will. Leave a comment down below if you did like this video. Tell Sal, tell me if you liked it, what part you liked about it. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel if you want more content like this, and go and check out some of the other videos that we got out there. But I hope you liked today's video, and I will see you next time.
If you found this video helpful, please click the like button below and subscribe to our channel for more useful content.